With Side Order just around the corner, a lot of speculation and theories have been going around. Like, who is that thing? Is that Agent 4? Is Marina okay? All that stuff that leads to theories. You may wonder what my theories are. Well, truth is, I don't really have any. Until the end, but you will see. Before we knew that the DLC was called Side Order, I had some ideas for what the DLC would be like. Mainly just content ideas. I thought since they used the image of Off the Hook in the Splatoon 3 with damp socks, I thought it would be music/band related. So from things like actually being Despair or Front Row. Which technically I predicted because Deadfish appeared in the DLC now. But now that I know what the DLC actually looks like, and it's all white and dead, yeah, that stuff's kind of thrown out the window. Kinda. But instead of thinking of theories, I have a wish list instead. Things that I want to happen that isn't necessarily story related. Everyone is focused on what the Spire of Order's deal is and where Marina is after all. So, welcome to my Side Order wish list. Let's start with the obvious. 1. Make it a roguelike. There's already a speculation that Side Order is going to be a roguelike, and due to the evidence for the trailers, like the mention that you go up the tower one floor at a time and the floor changes every time, and the fact that when you fight those bonefishes you can see how much damage you do to them, implying you can increase that damage like a roguelike, yeah, it's kind of hinted. We haven't had an official tweet or mention yet that this is a roguelike, but just by the look at the evidence that shows, yeah, I think this is a good chance. 2. Let the bands be real. Since Harmony from Trippy Chips is now an actual character with her own 3D model, and now Deadfish is real, what's stopping them from continuing that? My original idea of a DLC before Side Order was that I wanted it to be band focused while actually going for the plotline. I think they still have room to do that since Deadfish is now, well, real. Maybe that seems a little too far-fetched, because I'm basically asking that Watarabe from Despair walks into the elevator like a sitcom, but it doesn't have to be actual appearances. I just want them to be solidified because there's bands out there that haven't been touched or mentioned in ages. I miss you, High Tide Era. Like, if it's true that Side Order takes place in an alternate timeline where Side Order won, that means that Off the Hook might have not actually collaborated with Damp Socks. So picture this. Eh? You know, like flavor text. 3. The mysteries of Deep Sea Metro solved. Kinda. So with Deadfish being what seems to be an important role in Side Order, we're obviously going to learn more about her, right? Like, why was she sanitized? Was it against her own will? How did she get down there? She's an Octoling after all, so they must have been originally from Octo Valley/Canyon. What do you mean that you and Marina go way back? Were you training buddies? Classmates? Roommates? This is a no-brainer that we're going to get answers on, or at least fake ones. But also, this might not happen, but like, remember Isopadre? Where is he? What happened to him? Since Side Order is what seems to have Octo expansion influence, there might be a chance of Isopadre appearing? Maybe? I'm not coping. 4. DJ Octavio and his Octobot. Here's my first theory, kinda. This is a theory I had before Side Order was really revealed. And it's kinda crazy, but hear me out. Besides, shit gets crazier. DJ Octavio will appear in Side Order. Why? Well, let's go back to Alterna. Introduced as the first boss in Alterna was DJ Octavio and his Octobot. You usually beat him up and you don't see him again, until the very end of the game. Notice the differences between his Octobot when you first fought him and when he reappears for the end game. It's upgraded, shiny, and pristine. Who did that? I think Marina did that. But hello, DJ Octavio fell in the crater with you in Alterna. How can he possibly get his stuff fixed by Marina if he's stuck in there? Good point, but Marina's a tech whiz, man. She could have just probably digitized herself into reality and wanted to help him, especially if the theory of Marina is the one behind the Spire of Order and is the misguided antagonist. It's definitely possible she could have reached to Octavio from all the way there. I don't know. Maybe I'm just coping. This theory can easily be deconfirmed if Side Order takes place in an alternate reality, however, because the Alterna wouldn't have happened. But basically, I think it's a fair chance that Octavio will be in Side Order, to be a counter to how Cuttlefish was an Alterna story. Cause I'm gonna be honest, if he appears again one more time, I might just explode. This guy is now retired, let him rest. Kill him at this point, I don't know. 5. Customization reward. In Octo Expansion, when you beat the game, you get to play as an Octoling in online play. So what about Side Order? What will be the major reward? People are hoping that it's a new species to play as, like, salmonlings or something similar to the bonefish enemies, which I'm kinda iffy on, but I hope it's something good. Like, it could be simple as something like Deadfish's glasses and headset, or something similar to the golden toothpick when you beat Inner Age 3. But maybe it could be a thing where you get to customize the tints of your cephalopod's tentacles, since that's kind of the gimmick around Side Order. I just hope it's something that doesn't suck. My insane theory. Okay, this is going to sound insane, and this can only be possible if Marina is the one behind all this order stuff. But hear me out. My theory is that Paul from Sashimori, Warabi from Despair, and DJ Octavio will appear physically in Side Order. For the new Splatoon fans who don't know who these two are, Paul is from a Splatoon 2 band called Sashimori, and Warabi is from a band called Despair, introduced in Splatoon 2. But while we're focused on these two, let me tell you this. Paul and Warabi actually know Marina. Apparently, in the Friends vs. Family Splatfest in Splatoon 2, in the Japanese dialogue, Marina talks about Paul and Warabi, how they are friends. You know who is also, maybe friends, but is mutuals with Marina? Deadfish. Let's look back at the 4 here. Paul, Warabi, Deadfish, and DJ Octavio. They're all Octolings, and since Side Order seems to be heavily referenced to Octo Expansion, the all Octoling idea makes sense, no? What else do they have in common? They all know Marina. DJ Octavio was Marina's boss, king practically. I've already mentioned Paul and Warabi, and Deadfish? Well, we don't know her story yet. Side Order seems to be centered around Marina after all. And since Side Order also takes place in Splatoon 2 Plaza, it might make sense for Paul and Warabi to appear. After all, they were introduced in Splatoon 2. So, to dumb it down for a second, they are all introduced in Splatoon 2. Check. They all know about Marina. Check. They are all Octolings. Check. They're all DJs. Check. Ladies and gentlemen and non-binary pals, I think that Warabi, Paul, and DJ Octavio will appear in Side Order, brought by Marina without knowing. What does she want from them? I guess only time will tell. And of course, if the theory about Side Order taking place in another timeline, it wouldn't make sense for DJ Octavio to appear with the whole idea of the Octoblock King being fixed and all that. So, what do you think? You think I'm insane? I think I'm cooking over here, but it's fine, it's fine. Thank you everyone for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I can guarantee you that I'll be streaming myself playing Side Order here on YouTube day 1. So, stay tuned for that if you're interested. Bye bye!